A recent Gallup poll shows the majority of Americans thinks 25 is the ideal age for women to start having children. That same poll shows that men should wait a little bit longer until they're 26 or older. We hit the streets to see what Brooklynites had to say about the best age to start having a family.
It varies because, like you said before, being financially stable is important, but I had my children 7 years apart. My first I had at 25, and my second one I had in my early 30s. I don't think there was much of a difference, except the fact that my second child was in the confines of a marriage, which I think played a much more important aspect than my age, because yes, I mothered him just fine at 25 and I'm mothering her just fine in my 30s, but it's a much more comfortable mothering environment in the confines of a marriage. So if the marriage comes later, then I would say yes, later is better. Marriage comes earlier, but having a mother and a father in confines of a marriage, I found to be what is bettering my parenting in that aspect.
Researchers believe the woman's biological clock is why a majority of Americans feel that women should have a child by the age of 25. One Brooklyn parent feels that age isn't a factor when starting a family.
Personally, I don't think there's a best age for men and women to start having a family. I think it's more of maturity. Somebody could be 23 years old and is more mature in having kids than somebody who's 30, 29 years old. So I think it's more about maturity. It's not really the best age.
Another Brooklyn parent, Jack Wilson, says that experience is the key to raising kids.
For me, I'd say 30. Because I feel as if they've already established who they are and who they're going to be at that moment. And at least they have an idea of who they're going to be. Because any other age younger than that, they're still establishing who they think they are. And I fear that that might be pushed on to the child. It may cause the child to respond differently against real life situations. Whereas in their growing up and changing and evolving, and the child is using their temporary way of being.
Overall, according to the poll, Americans tend to believe the ideal age for women to have their first child is a bit younger than it is for men. Gallup conducted the poll of 5,100 adults between August 22nd to the 31st.